So closed and open is simple words to describe the attitude, the state of our mind. Now, what I like to use it as a spiritual practice. When you say you open, you actually turning your mind toward the emptiness or the state of reality. Reality is a state where you don't have a door. If you think about heaven, heavens have no door. Heaven is just simply lights, and you can't see. If you think about all the images and iconographies of the past and the present and the future, you will see that they don't describe heaven as a place. Heaven is a state of lights, and that's the openness that we're talking about. And the open is when our mind can accept everything come to us. We can accept. We can content. And so we're talking about the visualization of the boundless sky. Second one we have is I am the infinite lights or the boundless light. Particularly have this right here. Visualize the lights from here coming shining left, right, up and down, everywhere. Start to visualize the lights going backward as well, shining backwards. It's very interesting that it's very you do it at the very beginning. It's very difficult for you to imagine the lights going backward. And the more you practice on it, suddenly the more you have the intuition to see your blind spots, see your shadows, see what in the back of you, what is hidden and buried underneath. Certain kind of behaviors are motivated by maybe we never be able to see that our selfishness. We only understand what we do out here. Motivation, our motives behind, sometimes we don't see. And even if we know it, we just simply brush it away, keep going with it. At times in our life, you look at someone, you say, but it turns out that if you look into it slowly, even a mere characteristics of someone who hurts you in the past. So those are what we call shadows. You can't control. It happens subconscious. It happens irrationally, without any reason. A lot of behaviors, a lot of thought patterns, a lot of things we do, we cannot see it, the roots of it. But by visualize, I am the infinite lights, and the lights. If you more and more you try to get the light. For myself, my own experience for many years of doing it, it's pretty difficult. Pretty difficult. But once you get the lights going through it once, and you start to see yourself, start to catch yourself, and shadows kind of thing, you start to catch it better. So we try to use the very rational way to understand the irrational, and happen because of your practice, the lights here. The more you have that light going, the more you seem to really be so pushy on try to you become more relaxing. You don't get angry that easy because you know it. Yeah, and the game of catching your shadows becomes see it all the time. Now, so that's infinite lights, but the lights also the ultimate. They're all simply the same thing, but described differently. The last thing you haven't learned yet, and tonight we will learn that boundless love is actually love instead of shining the lights. you start to imagine that the waves and wave of your feelings going out. The lights have no people, but when you start to say, I am the boundless love, or I'm the love sometimes is very sticky, but compassion means the non-possessive love. Okay. The difference between the lights and the you start to have someone generate a feeling from here, and you send that feeling to that person and beyond that person. So you don't get stuck. Especially the people you hate and people you have a hard time, people you have doubts with, for example, see those beings there and see your feelings sending to them the kind of love you send to them, and said, this love. I had this feeling generated. And at first it seemed to be a little bit difficult, but think about close to you. Now have that feeling of loving, of very warm. Generate that warm feeling toward that. You have many people that you can think of. The more powerful your heart can be opened up. That's the third affirmation, okay? Thinking about some people, this is the only practice that in your visualization you need to have faces. You need to have people. The lights and the openness require no one. But when you practice love, and actually, this is what originally the Buddha called metta. The metta, the